On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Gamble.
To take risky action in the hope of being successful, to play or game for money or other stakes.
Examples:
Gamble $100 on the race. Gamble away my fortune. Will you gamble on the result of the fight?
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Robin.
A small bird from the thrush family, typically having a red breast and found across Europe, Asia, and North America.
Examples:
Robin eggs. Robin's nest. I love listening to the cheerful song of the robin in my garden.
Dispense.
To distribute, allocate, or deliver something to the intended recipients.
Examples:
Dispense with ceremony. Dispense justice. The pharmacist started to dispense medication to patients.
Hillside.
The sloping side of a hill or mountain, a landscape feature characterized by a natural gradient or incline.
Examples:
Hillside landscape. Hillside vineyard. The hikers were stunned by the beautiful wildflowers on the hillside.
Newlywed.
A person who is recently married and is still in the early stages of their marriage.
Examples:
Congratulate the newlyweds. Newlywed bliss. The newlywed couple went on a romantic honeymoon in a tropical paradise.
Vineyard.
A farm where grapes are grown to produce wine.
Examples:
A productive vineyard. Vineyard worker. Vineyards stretch as far as the eye can see.
Driftwood.
Wood that has been carried along by the current of a river or ocean and washed up on shore, often used for decorative purposes or as fuel.
Examples:
Driftwood art. Beach driftwood. A large driftwood branch provided a perfect perch for the seagull to rest on.
Resent.
To feel anger, bitterness, or indignation towards someone or something as a result of unfair treatment or perceived injustice. To harbor negative feelings towards someone or something.
Examples:
Resent being called a fool. Resent their success. He couldn't help but resent his friend for always taking credit for his ideas.
Mafia.
A secret criminal organization that engages in illegal activities such as gambling, extortion, racketeering, prostitution, and drug trafficking, typically maintains a strict code of loyalty, secrecy, and omerta, equals silence or non-cooperation with authorities.
Examples:
Organized crime mafia. Mafia activities. The boss of the mafia was finally caught after years on the run.
Lock.
A Scottish term for a lake or inlet often used to describe a narrow and deep body of fresh water in a valley or mountainous region.
Examples:
Lock fishing. Sea lock. Breathtaking mountains surrounded the beautiful lock.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Cactus.
A plant that typically grows in dry regions and has spiny leaves, stems, and often vibrant flowers.
Examples:
Small cactus. Potted cactus. The hiker got pricked by a cactus needle while walking.
Impatience.
A feeling of restlessness or irritation caused by a desire for something to happen or be done more quickly, lack of patience.
Examples:
Impatience with delays. Business impatience. The doctor advised him to manage his impatience as stress could exacerbate his medical condition.
Wreck.
A ship that has sunk or has been destroyed, a vehicle that has been badly damaged in an accident.
Examples:
The house was a wreck. A worthless wreck. The divers accidentally discovered a wreck on the ocean floor.
Strawberry.
A sweet, juicy fruit with a reddish color, a seeded surface, and a green, leafy top.
Examples:
The strawberry pie. Strawberry greenhouse. He had a strawberry smoothie for breakfast.
Grapevine.
A climbing plant on which grapes grow, the informal transmission of information, gossip, or rumors from person to person.
Examples:
Grapevine trellis. Office grapevine. I heard through the grapevine that they are planning to sell the company.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Handcuff.
A pair of metal restraints that are designed to lock around a person's wrists and prevent them from moving their hands freely. Verb, to restrain or restrict the movement of a person by applying handcuffs, typically as part of an arrest or other security-related process.
Examples:
Handcuff his wrists. Break free from handcuffs. The police officer put handcuffs on the suspect, before placing them in the squad car.
Whiskey.
A type of distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grains, typically barley, corn, rye, or wheat, aged in barrels and often consumed straight or with mixers.
Examples:
Bootleg whiskey, whiskey barrel. I enjoy a glass of whiskey on the rocks after a long day.
Skyscraper.
A very tall building, typically one in a city.
Examples:
Skyscraper apartment house, steel-framed skyscraper. The 50-floor skyscraper loomed over the city, dwarfing the other buildings.
Nicotine.
A colorless, oily, poisonous chemical compound found in tobacco leaves, which is highly addictive and acts as a stimulant, affecting the nervous system.
Examples:
Nicotine patch, nicotine replacement therapy. Smoking cigarettes exposes the body to high levels of nicotine, which can be addictive.
Waitress.
A woman who serves food and drinks in a restaurant or cafe.
Examples:
Waitress at a restaurant. Tip the waitress. The friendly waitress brought the food to the table and asked if they needed anything else.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
Reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Ponder.
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
Ponder divine matters. Ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Unspeakable.
Too terrible, shocking, or distressing to speak about.
Examples:
Unspeakable crime. Unspeakable pain. The survivors of the plane crash could only describe the unspeakable horror of the experience.
Hallucinate.
To experience a seemingly real perception of something that does not actually exist, usually as a result of a mental illness or drug use.
Examples:
Start to hallucinate. Hallucinate with drug. Sleep-deprived people gradually lose their concentration and may hallucinate.
Nemesis.
An archenemy, opponent, or rival who is often seen as a personification of retribution or divine justice, a downfall or undoing that is a consequence of one's actions.
Examples:
Personal nemesis. Athletic nemesis. The CEO's nemesis was a competing business that refused to go out of business.
Misdemeanor.
A minor crime or offense that is generally punishable by a fine or a jail term of fewer than 12 months.
Examples:
misdemeanor charge, commit a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor conviction can have long-term consequences, such as difficulty finding employment.
Menace.
A person or thing that is likely to cause harm or danger, a threat or perceived threat.
Examples:
invisible menace, potential menace. The reckless driver was a menace to other drivers on the road.
Spit.
To eject saliva or other liquid from the mouth.
Examples:
spit a bullet, spit a mouthful of saliva. She tried to spit out the gum that she had been chewing.
Unstage.
Onto or on a stage in a theater, in front of an audience.
Examples:
appeared on stage, walk on stage. He performed his magic trick on stage, leaving the audience in awe.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence. A feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
creative intuition, intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Pizzeria.
A restaurant or establishment that specializes in making and serving pizzas.
Examples:
local pizzeria, New York-style pizzeria. The pizzeria's owner personally greets each customer that walks through the door.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
carve a statue, carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Waterfall.
A point in a river or stream where water falls from a high place, for example, over a cliff or rock.
Examples:
scenic waterfall, a waterfall with a fall of 10 feet. Years of river erosion have formed the uniquely shaped waterfall basin.
Orchid.
A plant with showy or unusual flowers, typically having either a single, complex flower or a cluster of small flowers, many of which are prized for their beauty and often cultivated as ornamental plants.
Examples:
orchid garden, orchid species. The orchid blooms were so delicate and beautiful.
Graham.
A type of flour made from whole wheat that has had the bran and germ removed and is often used to make crackers or cookies, A cracker made with this type of flour.
Examples:
Graham bread, Graham flour. I enjoyed my camping trip with friends, toasting marshmallows over a glowing graham cracker.
Cracker.
A crisp, dry-baked food usually made from flour and served as a snack or with soup or cheese. A person who breaks into computer systems or networks without authorization, commonly known as a hacker. A small firework that is designed to make a loud noise when ignited.
Examples:
Cannon cracker, computer cracker. I love having a cheese and cracker platter while watching a movie.
Cappuccino.
An Italian espresso-based coffee drink that is typically made with hot milk and foam on top.
Examples:
Cappuccino machine, iced cappuccino. I ordered a delicious cappuccino from the cafe this morning.
Cobble.
A rounded, irregularly shaped stone used for paving streets or for building walls. Verb, to make or repair something in a rough and hurried way.
Examples:
Cobble driveway, cobble up a policy accord. The town is known for its historic cobble streets, which were laid by hand in the 19th century.
Meltdown.
A severe overheating of the core of a nuclear reactor resulting in the core melting and radiation escaping. A situation in which something fails or weakens suddenly or dramatically.
Examples:
Meltdown disaster, economic meltdown. The nuclear meltdown in the country was a disaster with far-reaching consequences.
Sip.
To drink a liquid by taking small mouthfuls. Noun, a small drink.
Examples:
Sip a drink. Take a sip of beer. He sipped his tea slowly, savoring the taste.
Absinthe.
A highly alcoholic and anise-flavored spirit derived from botanicals, typically including wormwood, the plant Artemisia absinthium, commonly known as grand wormwood, from which the spirit gets its name.
Examples:
Illegal absinthe, green absinthe. The bartender served a traditional absinthe cocktail to the curious customer.
Choreography.
The art and technique of arranging dance movements and patterns in a work of ballet or modern dance, the sequence of movements and positions in a dance.
Examples:
Original choreography, choreography art. The dance performance featured intricate choreography.
Flashback.
An interruption of the chronological sequence of events in a narrative, in which an event or scene from a past time is inserted into the current narrative.
Examples:
Vivid flashback, flashback memory. The flashback scene in the movie shows the character's past experiences.
Firefighter.
A person whose job is to extinguish fires.
Examples:
Forest firefighter. Decided to be a firefighter. The firefighter broke into the house bravely to rescue the children.
Sob.
To cry or weep with short, sudden sounds.
Examples:
Sob out a story. Sob quietly. She sobbed uncontrollably after hearing the news.
Unrepeatable.
Unable to be repeated or duplicated, unique, one of a kind.
Examples:
Unrepeatable mistake. Unrepeatable experience. He delivered an unrepeatable speech that moved the entire audience to tears.
Pastime.
An activity that is enjoyable and done for leisure or entertainment purposes, such as a hobby or game.
Examples:
A familiar pastime. National pastime. I enjoy gardening as a pastime during my free time.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Pesky.
Causing annoyance, irritation, or trouble, persistent in a vexing or troublesome manner.
Examples:
Dealing with pesky. Pesky problem. The pesky fly kept buzzing around my head.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples:
Peel a fruit. Peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Shuck.
To remove the shell or outer covering of something, such as a corn or an oyster. To discard or get rid of something, particularly something that is seen as useless or unwanted.
Examples:
Shuck peas. Shuck oysters. I had to shuck the corn before I could cook it for dinner.